Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Black Lotus coming back with another video. I just want to apologize for my voice in advance. I had to take a few days off because my voice was basically a shot to shit. And it's still pretty raggedy. I apologize, but I was like, you know what, I just can't leave them hanging for 3, 4, 5 days without making another video. So here I am with my raggedy voice and all. I'm going to do my best, so, let's just work through this. I'm going to try not to ramble because, I don't want my voice to go out. But those of my existing subscribers, I want to thank you so much because you guys have been leaving me your honest feedback in the comments and sharing my videos and watching them and just having good conversation in the comments. So I appreciate that. And for those of you that are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time I drop a new video. So, as you can tell by the title of the video, I decided to do a reading on Domo Wilson, her ex Crissy, and Crissy's new girlfriend, Mila. I don't really follow too many people, like in the way that I actually follow their life. But Domo Wilson is someone that I have been following for years. I think she has an awesome personality. She has such a beautiful heart, and I don't know, these last few months have been hectic for her, chaotic, painful, just drama. So I decided I wanted to do a reading on her and, just kind of see what 2019 holds. Hopefully she can turn the corner on all this drama and, just move forward and live her best life. So without any further ado, let's jump right into the video. First we have the Four of Pentacles. The energy behind this card lets me know that right now Domo is focused. I feel like she's trying to forget all this bullshit and, just kind of just focus completely on her son, her goals, and just improving and, as a person and as a mother and, just trying to push forward and, become more successful so that she can, build a stable foundation for her son. Also, what I get from this card is that, how can I say? This card would come up for someone who has worked really, really hard to achieve their success, and now they're at a point in their life to where they're just kind of overly cautious. Not just with their finances, but also with their heart. And I can totally understand that, rightfully so. She was with someone for several years. She never saw this coming. This whole situation just hit her like a ton of bricks, and she never thought that Crissy would flip on her like this and just kind of turn her back and, just become this cold person. So for that reason, she has the Great Wall of China around her heart, and she's also being very careful with her finances. She doesn't trust anyone, and I totally understand that. I can imagine, I've been there, so I know a lot of us have, and I think that it's best because in situations like this where your life is on the internet and people are seeing you go through these changes and they're seeing you being vulnerable, there's a lot of opportunistic people who might, swoop in and try to take advantage, of her being vulnerable and, just kind of try to weasel their way into her life and, take from her. So I agree with you on this one. This one is the Page of Pentacles, and this has to do with good news coming regarding finances or academics. So I feel like this is going to be her taking on a new project in 2019 that's going to make her even more successful than she already is. Next, I have the Four of Swords. And as you can see in the picture, this guy is taking a nap. So, Domo, if you're watching this, take a nap. Take several naps. No, but seriously, I feel like right now you're probably, just totally mentally and emotionally drained. And I feel like it would be a really good idea to just fall back. Take a step back from social media, disconnect your phone. I mean, not disconnect it, turn it off. Just take some time for you and your son to just not do this. You need to be able to rest and recharge and, kind of, fill yourself back up, because I can imagine how drained you are. It's bad enough going through that type of situation, period, but having to go through it on social media where all these people are giving their opinions and scrutinizing her, just saying that she's doing too much because she's an emotional human being and she has feelings and her feelings are hurt. So it's like she's not even able to fully process the feelings that she's having. It's like she doesn't have any time to heal. So I feel like that's really, really necessary. Next, I have the Eight of Pentacles. This would come up when someone is about to either start another job or go back to school or just basically take on another venture in life. I feel like aside from YouTube and her music, I feel like she's going to take on another project or two that's going to be very beneficial for her in the future, for her and her son. I almost want to say that it would be something like, I don't know if this is the correct term, so correct me if I'm wrong, like a brand ambassador, like to where she would be the face of something. I feel like she's going to be recognized for her creativity, but also, let's just be honest, Damo's body is banging, okay? I just had to throw that out there. But I feel like she's going to be, just kind of branching off and expanding her horizons. Next, we have the King of Swords, and I feel like this card has to do with Mila. The King of Swords is someone who is very introverted, someone who is just, cool as a cucumber, laid back, doesn't really say much, very observant, very mysterious. And a person like this would come off to a lot of people as just being, cold and, just lacking emotion, but that's not always the case. A lot of the times they're just, like I said, just being very observant and, shy, whatever the case may be. Next, I have the World. And the meaning behind this one is achieving success. How can I say this? Basically, like working hard and achieving your success. What the fuck? I'm not going to edit that out. Let me just try this one more time. Well-deserved success. Working hard and becoming successful and, being recognized for your accomplishments and, And also, sometimes the world gives me the energy of traveling the world, or sometimes it means moving, but I feel like in this case it's going to be travel. I feel like Domo is going to say, you know what? Me and my son, we're about to go travel the world and see some stuff now that he's getting a little bit older and, he can kind of enjoy it. They might go to Disneyland, Hawaii, wherever. But I feel like 2019, they're going to start getting out of the house more. I mean, I know that they get out of the house, but I feel like they're going to start traveling to various destinations and, probably vlogging about it, whatever the case may be. I feel like it's a good idea. The Six of Swords, I don't know how well you can see the picture on here, but the water over here is kind of rough. So basically, the energy behind this card is giving me a sense of peace after the storm, like moving out of troubled waters. So I feel like 2019, she will finally get her peace of mind. Next is the Ten of Wands. And basically, this card means that she's feeling overwhelmed, rightfully so. She's feeling burdened. She's feeling really, really stressed out. But I kind of feel like, on one hand, it's kind of like she has to kind of change her mindset about this situation. I mean, it's sad because some people are just so mean and, they're kind of down talking her for being an emotional human being. She got left. Well, no, I take that back. She broke up with her girlfriend, and then, just finding out that other things were going on, and, just having some really nasty things thrown in her face, like, love was never there, or whatever the case, and then this new relationship being thrown in her face. I don't know. It's like, I could understand why she's emotional. So, on one hand, it's like you have to kind of try to find a way to switch your frequency, because otherwise, holding on to this anger and this sadness will only cause it to, re-manifest in your life. So, this is definitely encouraging her to switch her energy to a more positive frequency, so that she won't be so overwhelmed. But also, I don't know, I kind of feel like, in a way, I'm feeling like she's kind of, what's that saying? Like, biting off more than you can chew. And this doesn't have to do with Crissy. I just feel like something that she's done is a little bit too overwhelming. Like, I don't want to I don't know. I'm kind of confused, but I want to say that it might have to do with the move that she just made. She might turn around and move again, even though she just moved. I feel like 2 relocations. I feel like one of them was just too much. I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong. I'll be the first to admit that I am wrong sometimes. Next we have the Judgment card. This is basically the karmic card. This basically means that the energy that she's been putting out, she's about to receive back to her in this upcoming year. And I feel like, even though I'm just a spectator, even though I only saw what was on camera and what they allowed for us to see, I feel like overall she was a very good-hearted person who really, really loved hard and gave a lot of energy and a lot of time and money and everything to this situation, and, just to turn around and be shitted on. So I feel like she's feeling hurt and disrespected and betrayed right now, but I feel as though this energy that she put out will come back to her in a good way. And I feel like she's going to start meeting people that are actually going to start reciprocating that energy that she's been putting out. Next, we have the King of Cups. And this just kind of has to do with Domo's masculine energy. And I'm not talking about the way that she dresses or used to dress. I'm talking about, everyone, no matter if you're male or female, has some feminine energy and masculine energy. And her masculine energy, she's like, I don't want to say like a hopeless romantic, but like she loves hard. She is a healer. She is compassionate. She's an empath. She, how can I say? Like, she feels people's energy. The reason that she's so attentive and nurturing and loving is because, an empath pretty much puts themselves in other people's shoes and they think of, like, what would I need in this situation? So they're able to better help other people because they are putting themselves in their shoes. So basically, all of that is just saying, she's a very loving, nurturing, compassionate, and passionate person. And next we have the Chariot. This basically means that she needs to exercise some restraint. This card has to do with a lot of inner conflict, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of just overwhelming. It's all over the place, and it needs to be controlled so that she can move past this and, move on to a better situation. Also, the other meaning behind this card is travel. It could mean relocation again, or it could mean travel again. So we'll see with that one. Excuse me. The Page of Cups has to do with good news that's going to be coming. If you watch my other videos, I've explained that cups have to do with emotion, matters of the heart. So good news coming that has to do with emotion. So this might mean that she's gonna, Domo, that she's gonna meet someone, a potential partner in 2019. And I feel like it's gonna happen pretty soon. I feel like God in the universe has a way of putting people in your path right when you need them. And right now, shit is just spiraling out of control. She's not able to properly heal. Everything is just going on. And I feel like she's going to come into alignment with someone who is just going to come through and make her forget about Crissy and Mila and all the other bullshit. And, just take her mind off things and make her happy. Next, we have the Five of Swords. This has to do with someone who is very deceitful, someone who had a hidden agenda. It has to do with a situation to where something, like there was a great loss. It doesn't have to be something tangible. It could be, the relationship, for example. And to where someone just was so selfish and so greedy and wasn't even thinking about anyone else's feelings when they did what they did. But the message that I'm getting behind this card is, how could I wear this? A selfish victory is short-lived. That's a saying that I heard, and that fits right here. Next is the Magician. And the meaning behind this card is that Domo has what it takes to move forward and be successful. And I'm not talking about financially successful. I mean, I feel like the ultimate success is just being in a place of complete peace and happiness. And that's what I mean. For her to become completely successful, at peace and happy, she's definitely going to have to reach in and grab some of that inner strength, some of that willpower, and really put it to work. Because, like I said earlier in the reading, it would be a really, really good idea to just disconnect from social media. Don't answer the phone. Just take baby Domo and hop on an airplane. Go to Hawaii. Go to Disney World, somewhere. And just take your mind off of things, because this shit is just not healthy. It's not right. Next is the King of Pentacles. And this, again, is Mila. The King of Pentacles is all about the coin. And I just feel like, I don't know. I'm going to try my best to keep my own personal opinion out of this reading. But, yeah, I'm just going to leave my opinion out of it. But Mila is someone who is very driven. I'm not going to say that she's opportunistic. I'm not saying any of that. I feel as though she's a hustler. Whether she's got a job or a hustle on the side, whatever it is, this is her. Next is the Six of Pentacles. And basically, the meaning behind this one is financial security, material gains. I feel like she's already at a Domo I'm talking about. I feel like she's already at a point in her life where, she's able to chill. She's successful with her business. I mean, not her business, but her YouTube rather. And, but I feel like she's going to become even more successful with that venture that came up in the beginning. She's going to be signing a deal of some sort this year that's definitely going to be even better for her. I mean, I really feel like, and again, I'm going to try to keep my personal opinion out of this shit, but fuck that. I have to say it. Shit is fucked up. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And sometimes people in your life have, like, when they come into your life, they bring their negative energy, and it's like they hover over you with their dark cloud. And sometimes, once these people are out of your life, blessings start to flow. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Like, Domo, if you're watching this right now, I know that shit hurts. I've been there. I know that shit hurts you to your core, but I feel like if you can just hang in there and just try to stay positive, you're going to see that all of this happened for a reason, a very good reason. I feel like you're going to be more successful than you could ever imagine. You're a good heart. You're a good heart. You're a good person. You have a beautiful heart. And, I feel like nothing but good things are going to come from this point forward. I feel like where you're at right now is pretty much rock bottom, and it's only up from here. So, just hang in there. Next is the Seven of Swords. And this basically is, it basically summarizes the situation she just went through. This card would come up when things did not go as planned. Sometimes this represents a thief, which is indicated by this illustration right here. But overall, it's just the energy of someone who's very selfish. And just a situation that turned out to be very unfair, that leaves you feeling, disappointed and let down and betrayed. So this definitely has to do with what she's gone through. However, I feel like this card is coming up also for Crissy. You're going to see this energy again. Let me cover this. Let me cover this too. This is out of my personal deck. But basically, this is the Narcissist card. This particular card represents someone who is a serial liar, a serial cheater, someone who doesn't take any accountability for their actions, someone who has a very good way of flipping shit on you, blaming you for everything, someone who would drive you crazy and call you crazy. So I'll let you decide in this situation who that is, because again, I'm going to keep my opinion out of it. Next, we have the Michael Jackson card. And Michael Jackson, rest in peace, represents Domo's energy. Someone who is very meek and gentle and very talented, very creative. Someone who is overall very misunderstood by most people, but someone with a very, very genuine, beautiful spirit. Then we have the happiness card. So I'm seeing a partner coming for Domo this year. Health. I don't feel as though this has to do with physical health. I feel as though this has to do more with mental health and emotional health and spiritual health. I definitely feel all three of those improving this year. Next is the soulmate card. So again, I feel like Domo will be finding someone that complements her perfectly. Next, we have the Let Go, Let God card. And, like I said earlier, this is just a messy situation. Sometimes you just have to stop. They could go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth from now until the end of time. But that's just going to make shit even worse. It's just going to add fuel to the fire. Sometimes it's best to just turn around and walk away. Just let it go. Don't give this situation any more of your precious energy. It's not worth it. It's not going anywhere. And, at the end of the day, it's not going to make the situation any better. Next, we have this card, which symbolizes being stuck between a rock and a hard place. And I feel like this has to do with Mila, and this is her energy. Because I feel like I don't know, her intentions, I feel, are mostly pure. I feel like she really does mostly care about Crissy. Be careful with my words because I'm trying to keep my opinion out of it. I feel like mostly she cares about her, but it's kind of like just the way that everything went down for the people that, like myself, that were watching, from the outside looking in. Like, she just came into this situation and automatically, hell of people, like, thousands of people hate her just because she's there, because of the way that it happened. So, you know, she's definitely between a rock and a hard place. This card is basically just some inspirational energy for Domo to just, you know, stand up and dust yourself off and just keep it pushing. Next, this is the depression and anxiety card, and I feel like Domo already had, to a certain degree, depression and anxiety that, you know, she's been battling throughout her life. And unfortunately, empaths and healers and, you know, people that are just very nurturing and compassionate often feel all of these things because, you know, you're taking on so many people's energy. You overburden yourself trying to help everyone. You put out so much energy and 99% of it is not reciprocated. It's just a lot. But I feel like this situation that's happened is only making her depression and anxiety like 10 times worse. So this represents a new home, obviously. I don't know. It's crazy because she just recently moved, I believe. I don't know. She might not be satisfied where she's at, so she might turn around and move again in 2019. This one doesn't need an explanation at all. More success for her in 2019. This is the insomnia card. I feel like she's really, really just not even able to sleep. And when she does sleep, it's not restful sleep. I feel like her mind just goes 50,000 miles per hour and she's having a hard time, you know, shutting it off enough for her to really get some quality rest. Next, we have the peace and tranquility card. Like I said, a vacation to Hawaii, the Bahamas, wherever you want to go. I feel like this would be very beneficial for her. And if you want to take me with you, I would not be mad at all. So I'm just throwing that out there. This card is just very sad because she's definitely missing Crissy. Although, you know, she's trying to be strong. She, you know, the love and, you know, the whole being in love, that's gone. But she's missing having having a partner, you know, having someone that is like a best friend and a lover. And, you know, she had a family structure, parents and a child, and, you know, just functioning as a family. So she's, you know, Damo's really, really missing that right now. And next we have the Black Sheep card. Domo is definitely that, you know, and, you know, I don't feel as though it's a negative thing at all. I feel as though she is so different and so unique because of what a beautiful spirit she has. And I feel like if I was able to talk to her, I bet she would agree to this statement that you feel like you never really fit in anywhere. You know, in school, you know, work, you know, different social circles, whatever. And a lot of healers and empaths just don't fit in. Like, sure, they're super friendly and loving and all that other good shit, but they just don't fit in. And the Justice card. These, of course, represent the scales, and I feel like these scales are going to tip in her favor. You know, just keep doing you, Domo. Just don't allow the negative energy to take you over to the point where, you know, you're compromising your character. You know, don't stoop to any levels that are going to bring any negative karma to you because, oh, karma is going to be served this year, and you're going to have a front row seat. So just hang tight. This is, pretty obvious. Who is going to have a run-in with the law? Domo will if she winds up hurting somebody. But no, I feel like this has to do with Mila. I feel like the circle of people that she's around are not good for her, honestly. I feel like there's love there and loyalty. I'm not saying that they don't care for Mila, but I feel like they don't make the best decisions. And I feel like when they get together, Mila and her friends, they're just like the Three Stooges, and they have potential to make some really stupid, fucked up mistakes. Next, we have the success card. And like I said, I feel like plenty of success is coming. I'm not going to ramble too much. Next is the dreams card. And I feel like this has to do with metaphorical dreams. Like her dreams coming true. I feel as though she's going to reach a new level of success that is going to make her feel very fulfilled. Manifestation. As I said earlier, you don't want to hang on to negative energy because it will manifest itself over again. So it's imperative that she does some serious soul searching and healing so that that negative energy doesn't carry over into the next relationship. So, instead of thinking of what she's been through and what she doesn't want to go through, she should think of what she does want and what she does want to go through. So just throw out feelings of, love and positivity and, just affirm to yourself that the next person is going to be trustworthy and the next person is going to be loyal. And, the next person is going to give you that same energy back. You're very powerful. You do have the ability to manifest anything, so manifest accordingly. Children. I feel like Domo is having baby fever already. Not already, I know her baby's 2 years old, but I feel like this year she is going to give some very serious thought and possibly action into having another child. I feel like she's just like, you know what? Me and baby Domo are a family and we want to expand our family. He needs somebody to play with, and I feel like that'll be a beautiful thing. I feel like, she's an amazing mother, and, the more the merrier at this point. Next, we have nature, and this just has to do with needing to escape from the everyday life. Sometimes, as the saying goes, you need to stop and smell the roses. I feel like that is what she needs to do. Just, take a trip, maybe leave your phone or just turn it off and just enjoy nature and reconnect to Mother Earth and, ground yourself, because all that's going on is just too much, too much, too much. And a person can only take so much. So, go out in nature any chance that you can get. And again, if you decide you want to go out to the Bahamas and you need a friend, I will pay for my own shit. I will come with you. Healing. Definitely, definitely necessary. But I feel as though 2019 will be monumental in her healing process. Divine guidance. She definitely, Domo, definitely has one hell of a spiritual team around her. I feel like if I had a chance to really speak with her, we could talk about some situations that she's been through in her life where she has to know that she was protected. And she would know what that means. And, this one kind of goes along with it. The Guardian Angel card, she definitely has a spiritual team that is watching over and protecting her. Meditation. Oh my gosh, I swear by it. I love it. I recommend it to everybody. I don't care if, you're not really spiritual. Meditation is just like, it's neutralizing. It will neutralize your energy and just kind of bring you back down to a level playing field, because sometimes, even if there's not anything particularly stressful going on in your life, just having a lot, you know, having kids, having a job or school or family, whatever. Sometimes just having a lot on your mind, you really just need to neutralize that energy by, going within and just clearing your mind. People really don't understand how much that benefits you. Deep breathing and, just kind of clearing your energy is just seriously. Just imagine like you have a computer, a Windows computer, and you're about to you're about to go from Windows 8 to Windows 10. So, once everything is done, it's going to tell you need to shut down the computer so that the files can, load properly. And that's what we need to do as human beings. Our bodies are, run on a system. Our brain is very similar to the brain of a computer. We need to shut down sometimes so that things can run more smoothly, because, during the sleep state is when your brain is, your body is repairing itself, your brain is repairing itself. A lot of very important things happen when you sleep. And I feel like Domo is really, really not getting good sleep at all. And that's really not good. Power. Step back into your power, sweetheart. Whatever you do, just... I can't even say that. I can't even say how someone should feel in a situation like this, because I've been in a situation like this, and I was not half as mature as she is. But do your best to put that energy behind you and forgive. I feel like that is the most important thing and the most valuable thing that you can do, is to forgive so that you can move forward. Because, holding on to that negative energy isn't hurting anyone but you. So step back into your power. Try not to let what's going on bother you. And just set your intention to move forward and have, a positive future. Miracles, as I said before, such a beautiful, genuine, peaceful, loving, nurturing spirit she is. And I feel like she's put out so many positive seeds that she is going to sow this year. So I feel like wonderful things are going to come to her. And once they start, happening, she's going to find herself with a new support system, a new relationship, I feel, new ventures to help her financially. All these things are going to start happening. And she's going to be like, wow, now I see why this whole shit needed to fall apart, because my new life needed to come together. So this is the last deck of cards. Let go of control issues. So yeah, this kind of goes back to the power card, and just forgive. Forgive, let it go. Take your power back. Let them have their shit. Just take yourself out of that karmic cesspool of nastiness that's going on right now. Just let it go and, just live your best life and enjoy your son, and just try your best to heal. Very soon. Clearly decide what you want. This goes back to manifesting. I feel like this very soon card has to do with Crissy's karma. I don't think it's going to take very long at all before she gets made a fool of. And I'm not wishing negative on anyone. I just really feel like, man, she's going to feel really, really dumb for doing what she's done to such a wonderful person. It's really just not fair. Getting to know each other. I feel like this represents the new person that Domo is going to meet this upcoming year. She's definitely going to meet someone that is going to relate to her on a totally different level. And it's going to be a beautiful thing, you know. Whether or not they decide to turn it into a relationship is not important. I just feel like, you know, her having a good friend and someone that she can rely on and someone that she can trust, you know, and that's what she's going to get for sure. This could be the one. And it very might well be. Very might well be. Wow, I think it's time for me to go to sleep. Very well might. You know what? Fuck it. Worth waiting for. Yeah, I feel like all of this bullshit, like I said, once the smoke clears and, you know, she's able to look at the situation, like look at the bigger picture, like this had to happen in order for my life to take a positive turn. Like it's definitely going to be worth, you know, I mean, not the pain, but the changes of life. I feel like it's worth what is coming for her in the future. Passion. I feel like the person that she's going to meet this year, they are just going to have some chemistry. It is going to be beautiful. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a sexual thing. It doesn't have to be a relationship. But the chemistry, it's like you're going to be able to look at them and get butterflies just by looking at them. Stay optimistic about your love life. Please do that, Domo. Don't give up on love. Everybody is not like the people that you've dealt with in the past. I just hope that, you know, after you've, you know, finished forgiving and healing, that you'll be open to trying again in the future because you deserve it. Meditation, again. And it's up to you. Like I said, it's up to you to step away from that energy and leave that, you know, back and forth type of shit alone and just be the bigger person, disconnect yourself from that situation. And if you believe, that pretty much has to do with manifesting. I feel like she's kind of, I don't know, she's very unsure of herself right now. She's not sure which way to go. She doesn't know if she's coming or going. But I feel like she really needs to believe in herself more. She doesn't really realize how amazing she is. She doesn't realize how capable she is. And everything is going to be okay. I really hope that she has a good support system around her right now because she needs it. Unlikely. Wow. Well, that's unfortunate. Domo, you can call me, girl. We can talk anytime you want to. Perfect timing. This came up towards the beginning of the reading when I said that someone would be coming into her life at the right time. Like, while everything is just chaotic and spiraling out of control, somebody's going to come in and just kind of alleviate that. So, let me take my raggedy ass voice to sleep. If you stuck with me thus far, thank you. I love you guys so much. You know, I didn't think I was really going to be that welcome on not Facebook, but on YouTube. But I am pleasantly surprised. You know, I have met some amazing, very sweet people on here so far. I am loving the YouTube life so far. Let me go take a cough drop and some honey and drink some tea because I have some more videos coming for you guys tomorrow. So If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have a request of your own, drop it in the comments. If you want a personal reading, go to the description box and I will post my link to my business page. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Have a good night.